Welcome to my ultimate gameplay comparison between EA's newest entry, F1 22, and last year's F1 21 game. Jumping straight into it, let's take a look at some still raw gameplay showcasing both dry and wet conditions between the two games. As you saw from the footage, both games visually look very similar, which is a common thing with yearly release titles. However, F1 22's lighting is significantly better, making the overall image quality stand out that little bit extra. Continuing the more in-depth look, this next section is going to be a lot of screenshots, mainly close-ups to see the fine details between the two games. Looking at the car models, you can see that the detail is very similar in both. F1 22's carbon fiber looks significantly better, as you can see in these images. The overall car models look smoother in F1 22, going down to the fine line on the exhaust details, with more of a bronzed effect on the end and smoother compared to F1 21. If you compare a overhead shot of both of the cars, F1 22 will stand out the most. The lighting has had such a huge improvement, making everything more brighter and visually stunning in the game, which means that screenshots and actual gameplay looks absolutely incredible. In the rain, F1 22 continues to look better. Not only can you see the water droplets a lot clearer than F1 21, but you can even see the impact of the droplet hitting the car model within F1 22. However, they have taken away the on-screen rain droplets in F1 22's photo mode. I feel like this will be very 50-50, as some likely prefer the droplets on screen, whereas others trying to achieve a much clearer photo can now do this. Now moving on to more of the environment, F1 22 has more refined, crisper edges and more detailed surfaces on the most part. Of course, all of this combined with the improved lighting once again makes F1 22 look visually better. Taking a closer look, the surrounding environments are pretty much the same in both games, using the same models as before. As an example, you can see the arch is reused from F1 21. The same also goes with the AI spectators. However, it would have been nice to maybe put more effort into the spectator models instead of copying them over, but it is what it is. Reflections in F1 22 are far superior to F1 21. Before, there was more of a blur in the windows, whereas now you can actually see the surroundings a lot more clear. The track surface looks the same in both games, which is also the same with the fences, trees, and most other buildings. However, a small improvement I noticed when exploring Monaco is that the boat models on the outside of the map are actually rendered in with a lot more detail. In F1 21, there is a lot of pixelation the further you zoom out, whereas in 22, the full thing is rendered in this time. In the last section of this video, I'm going to compare gameplay between the two games, showcasing raw 4K gameplay in both dry and wet conditions using chase and cockpit cameras. And that's it for my comparison video between F1 21 and F1 22. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you with another video real soon.